What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So today I'm going to answer a question that was proposed to the YouTube community by the hobby dude himself, Mark Badson. A question about what tools do we use regularly, or what's our favorite tool, or something like that. Anyway, so I got some stuff spread out here that I'm going to show you. These are things that I use. Usually I use everything here on every build I do, with the exception of one thing that I'm going to show you that I haven't used in a while, but came in really handy, and it was cheap money, and it really isn't even a tool. So anyways, I guess where I should start would be glues and solvents and such. So I get all my stuff glue-wise at Hobby Lobby because it's cheap for me and it's local, and I can go down there and grab it when it's convenient for me. We usually make a trip to the shopping center that my Hobby Lobby is at. It's roughly 40 minutes from the house. It's where Heather does her grocery shop, and it's where we run most of our errands. So it's quick for me to just shoot in there and grab whatever I need while we're down there. I almost never, ever buy kits from Hobby Lobby anymore. I don't need to. I get my kits from Mark. I buy stuff at some of the shows that I go to. So I don't think I've bought a kit at Hobby Lobby, and I can't remember when. I did just buy a kit a couple weeks ago from Walmart, but that was because it was super cheap, and I wanted to grab it because it was so cheap. But yeah, like I said, usually I buy my stuff from, Mark. So, back to the topic. Let's not take any more off-ramps. We want to keep this video somewhat quick. So, I use, for bare styrene to styrene, I use this, the Mr. Cement Deluxe. This works amazing on just bare styrene to styrene. If there's anything on the styrene, this does not work amazing. So that's what I use that for. Almost everything else, I use this Extreme Power CA glue, the thick kind. I have really, really good luck with this stuff. Ryan, when he was down here building, I don't know what he does. He has some sort of a magical teenage power that clogs the tips on these all the time. I haven't had that problem. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, so that's the CA glue that I use. And of course, I use the Bob Smith Industries Kicker. Little dab on that, little squirt, little dropper on there, on the CA glue. Takes care of that stuff, so we use that. I also use the Panaline, Tamiya Panaline Accent Black. Right now, all I have is black. I do want to get the brown and the gray because I need to, but I haven't. So right now, that's all I've got. Windows. So if I'm doing windows or delicate parts, I use the Mod Podge. Mod Podge. I'm sorry, Mod, not Modge. If you go to Hobby Lobby and ask for Mod Podge, they don't have that because it's not a real thing. Anyway, I always get the gloss luster. It dries perfectly clear. I have a really good luck with this, and this is 8 ounces. I bet you this thing will last me years. And as far as decals goes, everybody knows, they're familiar with the old Microset, Microsol. So that's it for glues and solvents. I have a thing of sanding sticks that I got these from Mark. These come in really handy. You got different grits, different sizes. Really, really handy thing to have. Use these all the time, As well as, I love these. These are, you can see how used that is. These are my favorite. Could not live without these sanding sponges. Also got these from Mark at Hobby Nut. So these are, let's see, Infini 220 grit. So those I use a lot too. When it comes to wet sanding, I have some various wet sanding. Let's see, I didn't take those out like a dope. So I've got little big sheets of wet sanding paper. I've got them cut into little pieces that I use inside this, and I label the back of them so I know what I'm looking at. I got 12,000, 1,800, just little pieces that I use when I'm wet sanding. These are my favorite. As a backup, I do have Tamiya sanding sponges in various grits. I will use these. You know, I've got 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 600,000. It's just a variety of grits on these. I like sanding sponges for everything other than wet sanding. Sanding sponges are good for contours and stuff like that. For the wet sanding, I gotta have those little pieces. I just have to. So these are also a good backup. These are good micro finishing cloths. These are sponges, but they work pretty good for wet sanding in a pinch. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby also. So that's glues and sanding paper. Now tools, drill bits. I've got lots of little drill bit sets. Got my pin vise. I got my bigger drill bits in a little foam block, sits on the desk so that I can grab them. I see what I need, I grab it. The pin vise is just stuck in there as well. As well as pliers. Use a lot of pliers. I've got sprue cutters. Oh gosh, can't forget hobby knife. I put in an order for a big BG. I'm waiting for that to come in. Just saying. Anyway, sprue cutters. I have sprue cutters that I use. But I also have needle nose pliers. These are an old school pair. Old. But still work really nice. These are some new ones that I just picked up. Just to have cheap Ace Hardware ones. Small. And then regular cutters for cutting big sprue. Tweezers. Spring-loaded tweezers. Use these on every build too. Specifically this pair. This is my favorite pair. Right there. Love these little guys. But I also have smaller needle nose. I get a couple of those. I've got another pair of these. These are open, not really. These are probably my least favorite. This guy's probably happy to be pulled out of the drawer for something because I never use it. Paint mixer. If you guys have paints, this thing comes in super handy. I love this thing. Mixes up my paints really good. I could do a better job of cleaning it, but it is what it is. So paint mixer, if you guys don't have one of these, this is a high recommend from me. Get one of these. Love this thing. What have I not talked about? This isn't really a tool, but Scott shop towels. These are lint-free. Really cool. I can wipe stuff down. Doesn't leave lint. Doesn't attract any dust. And I will use one of these like for a week straight. Just let it dry on the desk. Comes in super handy. So here's something that you probably don't know. Maybe you do. I haven't used it in a while. But when I'm weathering something, you can go and you can buy the Tamiya weathering powders and you can do all that stuff. And that's great. And I'm not saying don't do that. But when you're a cheapskate like me, you go buy makeup. Women's makeup. This one's, ooh, LA Colors. Oh, this one's LA Colors too. Day and Night. This works really good for when you're rusting something or weathering something. You can rub the earthy tones into it, and it works really, really well. And I think I paid like $1 for this one, and I think maybe $3 for this one. So that's something that you can think about. If you want to weather something on the cheap, go buy yourself some women's makeup. You might get funny looks. Who cares? You're probably never going to see them again anyway. Buy those. Now, the most important tool on my bench that I use every single day. Sometimes I just sit here, even when I'm not building, and I wear these suckers. My magnifiers. So, these are pretty nice. They're a little heavy because they've got batteries in them, but they've got a nice little light. Nice little light on there. This adjusts. The light adjusts. Like I said, they're heavy though. But I have to have them. Let's just say at going to be 53 years old this year, and my eyes are not getting any better. So these are another high recommend. They come with all these really cool lenses. It's interchangeable lenses that you got. 1.2 times, 1.8, 2.5, 3.5, and the big dog 4.5x. You put these on. Look how thick those are. You can see a pimple on a tick's behind on these things with these. These are cool. So that is a quick rundown of what I use on a daily basis when I'm working on my models. And of course, I've got shop lights. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so thank you, Mark, for throwing that question out there. It's really cool seeing what you guys use and stuff like that. I've got a whole thing of paint things that we could talk about. I won't do that though. Like compressor, spray booth, guns, pipettes, mixing cups, all kinds of stuff that I could talk about with that. But I mean, that's not really tools, I guess. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Coincidentally, go check out Mark. He's got tools. I got these from Mark. I got, again, these from Mark. Go check out his website. He's got tools. And if you take anything away from this video, go look at yourself at a Badger paint mixer. That thing's humming. Does a good job. And a good set of magnifiers. You get those two things, and then this other stuff, and you're off to the races. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you again really soon. Bye.